Hello guys, Team PCD here. We're back with a post Cyberstorm Access deck profile. I got you an Eldlich deck because this new set has a bunch of cards that do well with trap cards. So we'll get started. Shout out the deck box, Golden God, starters, 2 Golden Lord. Don't want to brick on these. To this, not a lot of people are playing back row hate. Well, they are, but it's not as prevalent it used to be because cash tier running around. You don't really want to brick on those. So 2's all you need. Besides the 3rd one. That's it for standard stuff. And for the new stuff that I put in, 3 of this. In the scale, you pop it to search a Black Horn of Heaven, and then when you normal summon it, you can add a Horn of Heaven. And when this card is tributed, you can put it into the scale. So what you could do is normal summon, add the Horn of Heaven, set the Horn of Heaven. When they summon, you flip Horn of Heaven, tribute this, negate the summon. This will trigger, put it back in the scale, and on your turn, you can crack it in the scale to search a Black Horn. So one card, you get access to 2 different trap cards. I thought that was pretty good, and it's a good addition for trap decks everywhere. And for the other new card, 3 Wannabe. This also, but this also is really good at traps. During the end phase, your end phase of your opponents, you can discard it. Excavate cards equal to the amount of unused spell and trap cards they control, and then you can set a trap off of that and put the rest at the bottom of the deck. So on your, of course, on your turn, you can discard it, excavate 5, and you just get any trap you want. So going second if you side in traps, you could go first. Dig for your judgments or your anti-spells, or if you're going second, you can do this, dig for your evenlies or imperms or stuff. So this card's really nice and I love it in the deck. That's it for the Cyberstorm cards for right there. And then for spells, we just played 2 because you don't really want to draw more than 1 for a first turn because it's a brick, but you need at least 2. And then 3 extra. And then 3 Sanguine, 3 Conch, 2 of this. I cut down on 2 of this because tier's not really a thing anymore, so you don't really need more of that. But these cards are really good against cast tier, pop and field spells, and they're continuous spells. And then the Black Horn and the Horn, of course, for the combo. And these cards are just really good against cast tier because they're inherent normal special summons, so you could just negate them. And then this is really good against Purely because it's an XYZ deck. And then 3 skill drain, obviously. 3 this because every deck is mono right now, so as soon as they summon, you just flip this, and they can't go past that. 3 goes in, really good against cash tier. I don't know about Pearly. Aren't they both light and dark? Earth. So I don't know. Yeah, this
something like that.
I don't play Rivalry because, like I said earlier, every deck's mono, so really doesn't hurt nobody. But this card is like a Book of Eclipse for trap decks. It just puts the whole field face down. And if they have links, they gotta send everything to the grave. So gets cash tier, they summon, you just flip this. And this card affects the player, not the card. So it gets purely, they got the big XYZ up, you can just book it. Can't do nothing about that. 2 this, and then 2 this, just really good trap cards right now. And with a new card that came out also in Cybernetic Access, this card got a lot better. I'll show you right now. That's it for the main deck. I think it's 41 cards. For the extra deck, 1 of this for the Eldlich traps. And then link 2 is this one, this one, this one. I go this one usually all the time because it gives everything 500. These cards are cool. But also a cool thing. This card and this card, if you summon any of these and they get destroyed, this one can search this because it's got 1500 less defense, and this one can search this because it's got 1500 defense. So if you summon these, you got 2 cards that you could access. 1 Phoenix and this because utility, and then 1 of this because still a lot of decks can't out this card. So if you summon this, you pretty much win it all. And then for XYZs, 1 Pallades, 1 Gustav. And before this, having 2 Eldlich traps, this is all you could really, the best thing you can make. But with the reason I built the deck, I'll show you in a second, this card is like, it's just okay now. But you still play it because against trap decks, I think this card is better than this card. This is the reason I built the deck again, because this card is absolutely bonkers in the deck. They don't take a tuner. You can use 2 Eldlich traps and treat one of them as a tuner to make this, which is busted. 2 traps equals 3,500. And when it's summoned, you can banish a card on any card in the field. And since you use a lice to make it, this card is unaffected by monster effects. So before you would make this, which this card is still cracked. Like against trap decks, I would go this because this is a quick effect and you could just start chaining to the stuff. But against like Cashier or anything, you summon this. It's unaffected by other monster effects and you could just banish the Rise Heart or something on summon. So also, this card is level 10, so 3,500 and a Golden Lord is 6,000. So main phase 2, you just overlaid them, both of them into this, which is exactly 8,000. So this card is busted in trap tricks, but Eldlich too. I probably won't play 3 because I play X Drive, but 1 is good enough. And then the rest is just punishment targets. 1 Intis, obviously. 1 Garua for Sprite. This for like Floodgate decks, you could just dump this off punishment and then negate like skill drains and stuff. This because it's like a DD Crow. And I think the new card, I'll just put this aside. The last new card I play of Cybernetic Access is this card. I think it's the best card to dump off those punishment type cards and serve it now, because when this card's sent to the graveyard, you can just bounce any face up card your opponent controls. So, I guess, right, what's it called? The Cashier XYZ can't be destroyed. So you just, you could pop something else and then dump this, and then you can just bounce it. And yeah, this card is broken. So yeah, I don't really have a side deck right now because the format is so wonky and the set just came out. But as the main aside, I think this deck is pretty solid right now in the meta. With all this new cards, all this new consistency this deck got, I think this deck could actually do really well in today's format. So that's it for the deck. I hope y'all like it. We probably will have some more deck profiles coming soon with the new support. And like, comment, subscribe. Shout out PCD. Shout out Dante behind the camera. Shout out the Golden God himself, Golden Lord. And that's about it.
Yep. Peace out, guys.
Peace out.